Hey up fellas, today I'm going to be going over Day 1 Shinobi. I quite like this new kit that they've made. I don't even call them Shinobi because they're barely the same character anymore. They resemble their old self almost none, but identity and all that is coming at a later date. I will make a video on how character identity in this game works, and I will also go over the tweet that Ubisoft made where it's basically shitting on new players for existing. But today I am going to be going over Shinobi, and from what I can gather from the first day, so take this with a pinch of salt, this is basically the closest that this game has to a boss character. This character is fucking absurdly strong, and I would go as far as to say that this is the strongest duelist in For Honor history. Let that fucking sink in. I lived through pretty much every single phase that this game has. The only one I didn't is, like, release Centurion. But I have been here since Centurion's release. I've been here since Glad's release. Specifically, I joined the game before the Wulin, and in between, I think when Glad and Aramusha came out, and the Wulin, somewhere between that. And in my entire time playing this game, and predominantly playing Duel for the majority of the time, this is the strongest I have ever seen a character. Fuck Raider, fuck BP, fuck really Sorochi, fuck Shigoki, fuck Hitakiri, fuck everyone else. This is the strongest a character I have seen ever. So I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to start off with the punishment, because this is fucking ridiculous. So on normal heavy parry, right? So say you get, I don't know, a heavy parry. That's 18 damage. 18 damage. And it doesn't end there. It's not only 18 damage, it also enforces a mix-up. You can either go into kick, which does a lot of damage. It's the parry on a heavy. I'm really good. So you can either go into kick, which gives you another 14 damage, or you can go into undodgeable, which is... actually, you can go into unblockable as well. That's worth noting. You can go into unblockable. But what you can also do is you can go into undodgeable, which is retarded, because this deals 29 damage. 29. Because you guessed wrong after being parried. Not only does it do 29 damage, but you gotta add the 18 on top of that. So 18 plus 29, what's that? Fucking a lot. There you go. That's all you need to know. And if you happen to get fucking deflect off, or if you get a deflect off, which I'm not gonna be able to do because I suck, but you get a lot of damage as well. You get 24 for the normal deflect, right? 24, and you enforce a mix-up as well. So the kick option will deal an extra 14. And the undodgeable option... Okay, I mashed square a bit too much. God damn. Yeah, I'm bad at deflects, I don't play assassins. The undodgeable option does the same thing. Sorry, I don't know why the AI blocked there, that's annoying. Oh, and there's also the unblockable option from here, but it does the same amount of damage. It does 29. So heavy parry punishment, some of the best in the game. Literally, some of the highest damage that a character can have is Shinobi's heavy parry punishment. The light parry punishment is also no joke. I'm going to have to turn off the cooldown. I'm just going to have to keep guessing until I get it right. There you go. Okay. Light parry punishment is 28, and you enforce a mix-up. So... So you can enforce a mix. You can enforce any mix from a light parry as well, because of course you can. So punishment, really good. From a guard break, you also get this mean 28 damage with a mix-up attached. And you can also just straight up go to unblockable. You don't have to do the backflip. So when it comes to punishment, Shinobi is one of the strongest characters in the game when it comes to punishment. Now, let's take a look at his offense. I've already talked to you about his bash and dodgeable mix. This is his backflip. I know I'm saying his, even though my character's a woman. I'm sorry for that, but like, bear with me. So this is a bash that does 15 damage and enforces another mix. It's also completely safe. Because even on whiff, this is just backflip passable. You can literally just rep this forever. In fact, what you can do is you can rep this forever. And you can't be lighted out while doing this. The only thing that you can do as the opponent is to guard break them out. I do believe. I don't even know if that's possible. But the thing is, the moment the Shinobi wants to, they can just do this. Which is immune to guard breaks. Because one, you're too far away, and two, this fucking kick. I will get into that later. So this mix is very, very, very strong. It actually does quite a lot of damage. It's immensely safe. You have absolutely no risk throwing out this bash option. No risk whatsoever. Because if the opponent dodges, it doesn't matter. Just do it again. Backflip, do it again. If you're in the Shinobi mirror, what you can do is you can backflip, do this, see if it whiffs, and you can go for this. Fast undodgeables work, but that's literally it. Fast undodgeables on whiff. So, say you have an undodgeable dodge attack, say like Orochi's dodge attack or something like that. But the problem with that comes that, you know, if they do a different option, say this, you know how I said dodge attack? Yeah, it's a bit of an issue. So you don't get very much reward for dodging this mix, for guessing right. You get a heavy parry, or you get a dodge attack. That's it. That's like the lowest reward that you can possibly get. And even then, it's matchup specific if you get anything or not. Because some characters don't have undodgeable dodge attacks. And in that matchup, this is completely safe. There is nothing that you can do about this bash. Nothing at all. There's like, he can just keep repping it and repping and repping it, similar to how Orochi's kick used to work. And this is easier to hit confirm. There is such a big delay window before you can do the heavy. It's so delayable. It's hit confirmable. So it's completely fucking safe. So this mix alone is super strong, right? But guess what? There's fucking more. After this bash, right? After this heavy, you can go into unblockable. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You can go into unblockable after this. Coin flip again. Or, what you can do is you can go into undodgeable from the side of it. That's fun. You can just do GB. You can do a hell of a fucking lot. This you'll see a bit less, but you can genuinely just double coin flip somebody. This is a completely safe mix that the Shinobi can do. Where it goes for this, see if it connects. Oh, and now you have to guess again. So it's double coin flip, right? And this does a lot of damage if you get it wrong. You get Sickle Rain again, 29 damage every time. You're eating, like, average heavy damage for guessing wrong. And what do you get for guessing right? A heavy parry punish. That's all you get. So the risk reward here, you may be able to see, is a little bit skewed in Shinobi's favor. What else? The zone attack. 2 hits. The second hit is technically parryable. If you block the first hit, you can parry the second hit, though it's very difficult to time. It requires a lot of labbing in order to get good at that. This is blockable on reaction. I think it's 600 frames, so it may even be parryable on reaction. Though, if you use it sparingly, similar to something like, I don't know, Nina's can opener or something, it's pretty much unreactable. The opponent may block this, but they won't parry it every single time if you use it sparingly. And this is a fucking ridiculous mix option as well. Feint to GB is actually a real thing, right? So this whole thing deals quite a lot of chip damage, surprisingly enough. This game has good chip damage, right? This actually does 6 damage on chip, which is not actually bad at all if you want to just leave it at that even. It's pretty safe. But the real kicker comes in the fact that you can chain after that. After the finisher, after that finishing swing, you can chain after that into your undodgeable or your unblockable. Yeah, so you can coin flip them. But you can easily parry this last hit. Except for the fact that you can feint it. And you eat 28 damage. So you can guess wrong on his zone as well, his zone attack. And bear in mind, this isn't undodgeable, but this thing's tracking is insane. Dodging this is a nightmare, especially because it's multi-hit. Oh, and by the way, yes, you can soft feint this to backflip, which you can then do anything you want. So now I feel like it's a good time to get into the kick, because this is another really obnoxious move. So Shinobi has these special dodges that I can only describe as, oh, you can't deflect? It's okay, we got you, fam. You get 2 chances. Yes. The second dodge can also deflect. This is actually always how Shinobi has been. That's why it's been a deflect machine throughout its pretty much entire life. If you miss the deflect, you can just try again. That's basically the thing of this. Basically, this is a chain dodge, so you can do this in any direction you want. You can do it like you can't do it backwards, but you can do this back dodge forwards, back right, back left, forward right if you want, forward left, anything you want really. So from these dodge options, he gets a kick, right? And as you can see, this is not the fastest thing in the world, right? It you know, screams "Osoi" and, you know, turns orange. So not that bad. If you do guess wrong, you only eat 14 damage. That's not bad, right? That's the same as a Tiandi bash. Except for the fact that there's a forward roll. Now the forward roll mix is literally the same as the backflip mix. It's the same move. So after you land this, you can roll forwards. You can either do unblockable, bash, or you can do... Oh wait, hang on, wait. Yeah, bash, or you can do undodgeable as well. So it's the exact same mix, the exact same very high reward, very low risk mix, right? Again, and this is from a dodge bash. You don't have to double dodge either. You can just do it from a normal dodge. This is a dodge bash, right? Think of it like Conqueror's dodge bash. A dodge bash, so this is evasive as fuck, and as you can see, it's delayable. Very delayable. This already has iframes by itself, if you just press the buttons, but if you delay it, holy shit, you completely negate entire mix-ups with this. And it's GB invulnerable for a very long time. So this is one of the strongest dodge attacks in the game. Oh, and what is it on whiff? Completely fucking safe. Completely safe, because on whiff you can backflip and then you mix the enemy for guessing right. That is not balance. You mix the enemy for them guessing right on a dodge attack. That's a bash that beats hyper armor, and if it lands, you also mix the opponent. How? Who thought that was a good idea? And not only that, but you can do this from a double dodge. Who in their right mind thought that this was a good idea? This move alone would carry the character. And it's in here with the strongest heavy parry punishment in the game. Bar none, not even Lawbringer gets as much fucking damage as Shinobi on a fucking heavy parry. And for some reason, they gave him one of the strongest dodge attacks in the game. This is super mashable, super delayable, can be fucking turned into an empty dodge GB. This is doable from forward dodge as well. It's not doable from back dodge because I don't fucking know why they didn't give him that, but you know, it's a thing, I guess. It's absurd. And you get this from backflip as well, because you can do his chain dodge from the backflip. So you can do this. So you can actually get the kick out, which is, again, very evasive. There is also another thing from backflip that I actually forgot to mention, by the way. You can do forward dodge. Because you can chain the dodge, you can do forward dodge, which is actually, again, delayable. Like, very, very delayable. You see how delayable that is? Don't get it. So that's immediate. That's also immediate. Oh, okay, right. Okay, it's not as delayable as I thought it was, but still. Point still stands. So what else is there really to cover? His entire kit is insane. For every single wrong guess, you have to eat another coin flip. You have to eat another mix. Every time you guess wrong. If you dare throw an attack, how dare you? This backflip is mega evasive and you get killed for it. Like, Shinobi steals his turn, just does this, reps this over and over and over again. Oh shit, you went for a guard break, that's a shame. I whiffed the kick. Oh, hang on, let me just do this again. Sorry, I whiffed the kick. Oh, do that. Like, there is no punishing Shinobi for what he does. And his punishment is super strong. His mix game is so bloated, so overpowered, and it forces so many coin flips upon the opponent, even if they guess right. And the Shinobi can't be mixed. Because as soon as you try to mix him, he'll just do one of his super long, mega evasive dodge attacks, or he'll just, you know, or he'll light you out of it. He's got fast lights, or he'll just do anything. You can't mix Shinobi, he mixes you. You can't punish Shinobi, he punishes you. There is very, very little you can do in the ways of fighting a Shinobi player. This is the strongest character this game has ever seen in duels. He has a low-ish health pool. I can't really think of another downside to this character. There's no weakness. There is literally no weakness to this character whatsoever, other than they have a slightly smaller than normal health pool. That's the only thing that they have that's bad. So, yeah, so this is day 1 Shinobi. I'm sure this character is going to be nerfed in the future, and I'm sure that, you know, opinions may change over time. But for now, this is the strongest I have ever seen a character in For Honor. Hands fucking down. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this slightly different kind of video, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.